Are you about to buy your first high-end chess set? Or do you already have one, five, or even 20 in your collection? Like many videos and many YouTubers too, there's a lot of talk about high-end chess sets. Well, it doesn't matter if you already have one or if this is going to be your first time buying one. My channel here isn't just about talking about luxury pieces or aesthetics. This topic is also very important because it's about making a purchase that brings you happiness, not disappointment in your very first game. Why? Don't buy on impulse. There are pieces that will make you fall in love. There are lacquered boards with a glossy, mirror-like finish, like the one you're seeing here, and figures carved in great detail. That shine is seductive, yeah, but it's also one of its biggest weaknesses. Technically, this finish, as you can see here, lacquered, is just as fragile or even more so than ebony when it's exposed to certain temperatures and humidity. Sometimes, all it takes is a small drop of a piece or a slight bump, and this shine can crack and leave a mark that stays forever. That already happened to me with the one you see back here. Fortunately, I was able to restore it, but it's very, very difficult. High-end chess isn't just something to use for a video, an unboxing, a display, or to take photos. High-end chess really is, an actual work of art. It's meant to be moved, to be played with, to be felt, but it's also important. And actually, the most important thing is that it's not just about picking the prettiest one, but about choosing one that works for you and matches your style. If you play hard, so to speak, or you teach, or you use it very often, you need to know that many times the most expensive one is also the most delicate. So, start with something sensible, something that you know will work for you. Let me give you an example. Here I have some pieces. Ebony. Ebony is par excellence a very heavy piece. It's one of the most sought after woods. Elegant, completely understated, but if it's not perfectly cured, this ebony will crack. So it splits and sometimes becomes untouchable. On the other hand, for example, the bogwood that I'm suggesting here, when bogwood is properly cured, it's a noble wood, resilient and rewarding. It's ideal for those who really use a set that's not just for display. I mean, it can also be used for certain games. There are also intermediate options that are very valuable as well. I'm going to put these at the extreme because they require not so much care, but still quite a bit of attention. But there are some in between. For example, I can show you the Dalbergia latifolia. I can show you this king that's made of session or golden rosewood. Dalbergia latifolia is just rosewood. This one is golden rosewood or Dalbergia sisu. Another intermediate option is, of course, Paddock, which is called wood rosewood. And this chess piece, this one, is also very beautiful. It's a bit aged, but lacquered. Right now, I'm going to tell you, what the virtues and the drawbacks of each of these pieces are. All of these exquisite pieces, whether you're a discerning cubist collector, a modern art enthusiast, an orthodox traditionalist, or a bold and adventurous individual, for example, someone who appreciates artificially aged, beautifully lacquered bog oak and rich Paddock wood, it's critically important that you thoroughly understand what you are going to carefully choose for yourself in your collection. Because it's not just for you to buy it and for you to make a video and say it's really nice. I'm going to look at the pieces here. I'm going to name what's nice, what's bad, what flaws it has, because maybe it's an outlet. But if you want it as an investment or for a lifetime, you need to know a lot of things. It's not just a matter, to begin with, it's not just about the material or the finish, but you also have to identify what kind of player you are. If you're the type who plays with, let's say, imposing moves, who grabs the pieces firmly and when making a move, puts the other piece down hard and takes the captured one away, for example, to capture. That style, can be fatal and very risky for a set like this. And not to mention if you like, for example, going out to the park to play outside in the garden. There are sets that can't handle that pace or that style, like these ones. So, no matter how beautiful they are, and even if it sometimes sounds ridiculous, there's a part that's fundamental. Sometimes your subconscious or our subconscious can trick us. Even if you consciously know that you should move the pieces gently, lightly, take care of them, and not play roughly, sometimes you're just used to a playing style where you place them down firmly, and sometimes, well, who doesn't do that, right? Playing against an opponent and to impress or assert yourself, or maybe that's just your playing style, and boom, you forget. And if you do something to the board here, forget it, or to your piece. So yeah, it's very delicate. See, that doesn't mean you can't play either. Sometimes you make that move automatically and it can leave marks, that are irreversible on your pieces. And well, on a high-end board, it's very, very, very tricky. Sometimes you pick them up, the weight gets the better of you and they fall, and now the board or the piece is marked. Or it falls to the floor if you don't have a carpet. There are a lot of things like that that no one will tell you about. So in this case, well, my channel is about that, explaining to you what the advantages of these pieces are, but also how delicate they can be, especially if this is going to be your first purchase. I'm going to recommend that you first think about what it is you really want. If you want a good investment that will last a lifetime, of course it's possible, but you have to take care of it, just like I've mentioned on this channel. And all I'm really saying is that whether it's your first purchase or your 20th from some YouTuber who makes videos, I want that purchase to bring you happiness for a lifetime and not turn into a disappointment the first time you use it. So you really do need to choose carefully and know exactly what it is you're going to get. Whether you want it as an investment for everyday gaming, for heavy use, for club play, or for display. It's not just about having a display case, it's not just about keeping them here and not playing, but you really do have to be very careful. I look forward to your comments. Give it a like, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.